I'm meteorologist Danielle Moss with a quick weather impact update for you. Here's a look at our live radar. We are so close to be done with that rainfall. This very large cold front is still pushing eastward. It's dropping really heavy rainfall and even a few thunderstorms near Augusta, heading towards Charleston, South Carolina as well. And as we take a closer look, here's what's very interesting. Our temperatures are falling currently, right? And the colder air is coming in behind it. So because of that, there's actually some flurries that are falling in East Tennessee. We saw some in Huntsville as well over the last hour. And as we take a closer look into North Georgia, some of us can be seeing some light flurries as well. Here in the metro Atlanta area, we are almost completely dry, which is great news for us. Finally getting a little bit of a break, a much needed break, because we got so much rainfall in the last 24 hours. It was almost exhausting, but most of that heavy rainfall still off to the east. What can we expect for the rest of today and as we prepare for the rest of our week? Very interesting weather pattern setting up. This is all a very large cold front, and it's bringing us cooler weather already. Our winds are going to be increasing as well. Let's time it all out for you. Here's what you can expect with our forecast track. You can see that lingering moisture that I was telling you about that's causing those snow flurries in East Tennessee could bring a few flurries to Blairsville and to the North Georgia mountains, but the ground temperature was so warm. Yesterday, our high was near 67 degrees. So our ground is so warm that you're not going to be seeing any accumulation at all, which is definitely a great sign depending on who you are. If you like to see the snowfall, well, then maybe you are a little bit sad that it won't accumulate. But if you see any pictures out there, send them to us. It's a great time to join our 11 Alive Weather Impact Facebook group and show us those photos if you see any out there, or any rain gauge photos as well, because we've gotten some pretty heavy downpours in the last 24 hours. As far as the rainfall is concerned in the metro Atlanta area, by 8 and 9 a.m. we're going to be completely done with rainfall all over, which is great news. And then by lunchtime, even those lingering showers that could be bringing a few flurries into the North Georgia mountains and any kind of lingering effects across Georgia will be completely done. All that rainfall will be completely out of our area, and our winds will be increasing. So by lunchtime, you can see these green arrows on your screen. That lets us know how strong our winds are going to be. Winds are definitely going to be increasing as we head into the overnight hours and into the afternoon. To be honest with you, we're starting to see those winds really pick up already. Here's a look at our current temperatures. It's 53 degrees currently here in Atlanta. You can see the cold front sneaking in from the northwest. Dalton at 42 degrees right now. Rome at 44. Carrollton at 43. That's almost a 10-degree difference from Carrollton to Atlanta. That's crazy. That's how strong this cold front's going to be. Now, we've already peaked at our actual maximum temperature for today. This cold front is just going to allow our temperatures to continue to fall. Now, while it is 53 and feels like 53 here in Atlanta, I just told you that Carrollton was 43, but it feels like 36 degrees. That's how high those winds are. That's what our feels like forecast is for currently right now. Feels like 36 in Dalton and 37 in Rome. Definitely going to start to feel the effects. Look at Athens, 60 degrees. Covington at 61. They're still dealing with that rainfall right now. So as you dry out throughout the rest of this morning, those temperatures are going to continue to fall. The winds are going to increase, and it's just going to become a very cold, kind of miserable mess out there. So you just need to make sure that you are bundled and dressed appropriately. A lot of people left the house this morning into the 60s, and we're seeing big weather changes already. Here's a look at your 24-hour temperature change. It is definitely cooler outside. Here in Atlanta, we're at 11 degrees colder than what we were this time yesterday, but that's not the worst of it. Carrollton, 20 degrees colder than what they were this time yesterday, and Dalton is 19 degrees colder. So our temperatures are falling, and they're going to continue to fall in a hurry as we head throughout the rest of your Wednesday. Not only are some of those rain showers lingering on, but we also are struggling a little bit with our visibility because it's still a little bit foggy outside. In fact, really in the North Georgia mountains, seeing the most visibility concerns with that fog. Dalton and Blairsville has around 3 miles of visibility. So as you head out your house this morning, have any late morning plans, just make sure you allow a little extra time. Those roads are still going to be a little bit wet. It won't be actively raining. However, the roads will be wet, and you could be battling some of that fog out there as well. Here's a live look into Rome. I told you those winds are definitely picking up and increasing right now. Those flags have been blowing all morning long, and we've also seen the flagpole kind of shifting in the winds. As you take a look at the roadways, because the wind is so high, the roads are drying out. But that doesn't mean that you should just speed on. There's still a little bit slick out there. Current temperatures are definitely being impacted by the winds. This is going to be going on all day long. It will be windy and cold. You need to bundle up as you head out the house. That's very, very important because it's going to feel much colder. That's why I opted for the turtleneck today. Highs yesterday near 67 degrees, but as you prepare for today, our high really was back into the 60s again, but unfortunately, because our temperatures are falling behind this cold front, it's not going to feel like 51 throughout the day today. It's going to feel more like 48. In fact, here's a look at those high temperatures. 48 here in Atlanta. Cold air is going to be sneaking in, so Dalton around 46. This is what we consider the warmest part of our day. So around 3 p.m., this is what those actual temperatures will be like. Now, when you factor in that wind chill, it is definitely going to feel much colder than that. I always feel like around this time of the year when our temperatures are dropping so rapidly, and during the summer when it's so hot and humid outside, the feels like temperature is almost more important than the actual temperature. So as we go throughout the rest of this morning and into your afternoon hours, when you factor in the wind and what it's going to feel like, feeling more like 35 degrees here in Atlanta, 31 in Canton, and around 26 degrees in Blairsville. So this is at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. All of the moisture will be gone. We're talking about those slight flurries in Blairsville, but that is going to feel very, very cold after such a warm day yesterday. And then as we head into the overnight hours, that cold front will sink all the way in and make it feel more like 35 degrees in Atlanta. Now, we talk about it being chilly. We talk about it being cold. As you prepare for your Thursday morning, you definitely need to bundle up because the winds are still going to be in action. In fact, it's going to feel more like 25 degrees in Atlanta, feeling more like Blairsville, 20 degrees in Blairsville, and 26 down in Peachtree City. It doesn't matter where you are across Georgia. It's going to feel like the 20s tomorrow morning when you wake up. It will be dry. We'll have plenty of sunshine throughout your Thursday, but unfortunately, it's just going to feel very cold. And even as we get into the late morning hours, it's only going to feel like the low 30s for tomorrow. Most of that has to do with the wind gusts. Now, we talk about it raining. It will be drying out here very, very shortly, but it's very important that if you have any Christmas decorations or even your trampoline outside, when it dries out, take this time to go outside and make sure that it is secure because that thing could definitely blow away. You don't want Santa flying into your neighbor's yard. Wind gusts over the next few hours are really going to be picking up here in Atlanta around 11 a.m. Winds could be gusting upwards of 30 miles an hour. So definitely going to continue to be windy. And if you think back from those flags in Rome, that's how it's going to be blowing here in the city as well. Even overnight tonight, when things calm down just a little bit, our winds could still be gusting around 13 miles an hour in the metro Atlanta area. So prepare yourself. It's going to be a little bit brisk. Now, we will be staying dry, which is great news for your Thursday and your Friday and mostly for your Saturday. On Sunday morning, there is a light chance maybe for a stray shower, but to be honest, things aren't looking too impressive. Nothing like how we saw in the last 24 hours. Let's time it out for you. This is a look at our forecast track. Some increasing cloud cover for your Friday. And then we start to see some peaks of sunshine as we head into your Saturday. Saturday will be overall a nice day for us. Still a little bit below our average of 57 degrees, but we should be staying mostly dry. Now, there is going to be a front that approaches us once again for your Sunday. That's our chance to see some more rain showers here in Atlanta. It looks like some of those spotty showers could be possible for your Sunday morning. It doesn't look like a complete washout, but there is a very slight chance. Now, as we head into your Monday, great news. It looks like we should be still staying mostly dry and our temperatures will be on the rise as well. Our next rainmaker won't be coming until later on Tuesday, but because that rainfall will be holding off, our temperatures are going to rise very, very quickly. Here's what I got 7-day forecast for you today. Highs near 48 degrees. Temperatures will be falling throughout the day. It will be cold. So you might be looking at your app, might be looking at your phone and saying, well, it's around 57 degrees right now, right? But our temperatures will be falling. So keep that in mind. The wind, factoring it in, it's going to make it feel more like the 30s. As we head into the rest of this weekend, our temperatures will be rising. Sunday, there's a slight chance for some rain showers. They'll be drying out. Check out Tuesday's high near 63 degrees. There's a slight chance for rainfall on your Tuesday, but less than a say 20% chance as of right now because we are around 7 days out. So we still have a few more days to keep our eye on that system. Overall, though, the big weather story for today will definitely be the cooler weather. Make sure you keep it right here on 11 Alive and 11 Alive Plus to get the most up-to-date forecast. We'll be right back with you around midday today.